Go flat tracker. Go flat tracker. Go, go, go. Go flat tracker. Go flat tracker. Go, go, go. Go flat tracker. Go flat tracker. Go, go.
The Clever Flat Track Pod is brought to you by our partners 193 Racing, MX Inc., Classic Wheel Spokes and Otway Hydro Blasting, Rider Sport, Euroka Fencing, and of course, Clever Flat Track products. They support us, so go support them. Now on to the episode. Go Flat Tracker.
Oh, here we go, another Clever Flat Track Pod. And I found Tom Norvey. He was down in the ditch, but we pulled him out and he's all good. And he's here. And we're going to take a little trip around the world on this one and just check out some of the events of flat track events that are going on around in the world. But before we do that, let's have a little catch up. Even before we do that, a huge apology to Griffith Motorcycle Club. I said there was only 2 new venues. Naughty boy, I can't believe I fucked that up. But I did when I was editing it. The last podcast, I went, oh shit, I didn't. I said there was 2, and there's actually 3 for the AFTN in Australia, Aussie Flat Track Nationals, and so that's Maryborough, Queensland, Griffith, New South Wales, which is an awesome track, an awesome club. So I'm really sorry, guys, I left you out, and Albury Wodonga. So just wanted to clear that up while I remember straight away. And 1,000 apologies, and they can all rack my knuckles later at a later date. Anyway, Tom, how you going?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, like you said, just been up and down. Had a good holiday with the family for a couple of weeks. Got everything over and done with the Christmas and New Year and whatnot. And really looking forward to this season. I'm looking forward, I think, more than anyone. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy one too, as you're going to hear very shortly as I just start going through these things. And obviously, these are sort of the main. They're not the only flat track events in the world going on that are important. They all are important and all playing their part. Like Flat Track Canada, I couldn't actually find their dates for 2025 on their website. So they obviously haven't put them out yet or something. But so there's going to be a couple that I'll be missing. Flat Track Canada, Flat Track New Zealand. They don't actually have a web page, so that might be something good to get together, guys, at some stage, where you can put all your dates and that. I was scrolling through their Facebook page, which is a very handy resource if you're wanting to go to New Zealand to race. And I sort of I got sidetracked. I started watching videos of the Canterbury Champs and all sorts of stuff. And before you know, it was fucking midnight and I should have been in bed. But it was really good checking that out. So if you do want to know more about New Zealand, I really do want to go next year to the Burt Munro for the flat track class. And then it's the weekend after, I think they strategically put the Canterbury Champs the weekend after, so that all the North Island guys that come across on the ferry and down for the Burt can then go and race in the Canterbury Champs as well. And they had an awesome field. It was good racing. There's a video I shared on the podcast Facebook page, so check that out. The first race, it wasn't bad, but it just gets better and better. So I think I put on that post, make sure you watch to the end. So the guy, what was his name? Oh, Daz something. Yeah, put a bit of a video together and it was really good work. So basically getting straight into it. Actually, there's another thing I will mention before getting straight into it. And that is the Albury Club Champs. Clever is getting behind that this year. So one of our partners, podcast partners, actually asked me to put their money that they pay to support the Clever podcast into the club championships to support the 19-inch class. So that's what we've done, and I'm more than happy to do that. That's what we don't, as I've said a million times before, we don't pocket the money. We try to spread it around, and if it can help the podcast grow, then that's what we do. And I really 193 Racing really wanted us to help lift up the 19 class. So I can tell you what we're giving at every round, apart from one part, because I haven't had confirmation, and that's sort of the big doozy. I don't know where we're at with it, because they may have changed a whole lot of stuff around not legalities, but rules around prizes and stuff at club events. So we're just working around that at the minute. But I can do giveaways. So I'm giving away a Kelpie block to the top 3 place getters at every round. So that's over $2,000 worth of tyres that we're giving away. And I hope it's mixed up and different people win them. If you keep winning them,
Yeah.
feel free to sell them on as fronts, and because they actually were. I raced. I don't know if you listened to the Albury Red Cap pod, Tom, but I raced on it as a front, and at a club event when the track's going to be predominantly dirt track prep, works really well. For someone with not quite a high riding skill level as like Tomer and Tom Jane and that. It just gives me that extra confidence on the front end, especially if the water truck goes out before we do, that sort of thing. And then all you have to do, because they let you use a 19 Kelpie block on the front in the 19 class, you can just switch between your 18 and your 19 flat track tyre on the back, or you can just race on your flat track tyre the whole time like I did, which I thought was fine. But yeah, if you racing in those open classes and 450 classes against everyone else on the Mitchies and think you'd do better on a Mitchie, all you have to do is change the back. You leave the front the way it is, and you'll be good in all classes. So anyway, round 1 is the 2nd of March, and entries are open now. So really looking forward to that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be racing. I'm working Saturday night and won't be home till about 11:30. So I'm a little bit dubious of driving up, because I'm going to have to get up probably 5 or something in the morning, maybe earlier. So yeah, I might not be racing, but I'll definitely be up there. And then round 2 is on the 4th of May, 2025, and round 3 and 4 is the 6th and 7th of September. So also, this is going to give you practice for the AFTN round that's going to be held at Albury. Get used to the track shape. I know the TT track won't be in use, but the dirt track will be, and that will be just as good experience. It's going to be the same surface, etc. So
the way they're going to run the TT track at Albury, have you seen the layout?
no, I haven't.
All right, okay. I just thought it might have been similar to what Gunnedar's got. That's all, the way they've laid it.
No, they're redesigning it, so it's not going to be the old one. I know that much.
All right, okay.
They've had a few people testing it. I know Matt and Jed Fife, I think, have been involved with that. I think even Herrick might have been involved with that. I know they were asking for advice from those guys.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah, I haven't heard the Albury recap yet. I haven't been in the truck or anything like that. So yeah, wasn't sure what you'd already explained.
yeah, no, we didn't actually talk about the AFT rounds at Albury much. We haven't. Yeah, we'll do it. I want to get a bit more information before we do our AFTN build-up one. Yeah, just if there's any class structure changes, we can. Well, we're going to kick off about going around the world, so we might as well start at home. So.
Well, do you want to end at home?
Nah, fuck it. We started talking about.
All right, we started. Well, do you want to start at Maryborough then? The first.
Yeah. So July 26th and 27th of 2025 is starting the AFTN round 1s and 2 up at Maryborough in Queensland. Never been there. Don't know much about the circuit at all, apart from I'm pretty sure it used to be loose oil. I don't know if it still is.
I don't think it is anymore.
I know the track was getting a lot of work done to it. Hopefully they will have licenses all sorted and be all good to go for those first 2 rounds. What I was starting to say, Tom, was that we do have a control tyre for the Pro 450 class, which is a Dunlop DT4, and they were saying about the compounds. I'm not sure who dictates the compound for each round. If the series does, you have to use this one, or you have to use that one. That will come a little bit clearer later. It is actually written in that press release, but I only skimmed over it again last night, and I can't really remember.
I think it was the 4, DT4, DT5, and possibly the 7. I'm not 100% sure.
So the DT4 is 2 compounds, the 5 and a 7. The 7's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 5 is the softer one, and I think they're like there's a letter in there, a couple letters thrown in there, so there might be like a 5F and a 5 something else. I'd have to research that. Sorry, but yeah, that's
up in spot hitting.
That's good. Like we have talked about control tides on here before. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. You'll see on the Clava Flat Track Pod Facebook page. that I actually put a post there yesterday asking people's opinions. Someone I saw on another thread, some people were going a bit crazy and making a mountain out of a molehill sort of thing. They're a great tyre. Yeah, they are one of the priciest flat track tyres, or probably the priciest flat track tyre. I believe Dunlop and our Australian importer of Dunlop going to do a special deal for the races anyway. So I think you'll be getting a discounted tyre. And they wear awesomely. Like up at Aubrey, I raced on Gary's Kawasaki, and that had a pretty worn one on the back, and it was fine. I think the front one was worn too. And yeah, I didn't feel unsafe on them or anything. They still had plenty of grip. Yeah, so I said on that post on our Facebook page, Tom, let us know what do you think. I sort of think it would be good to see some of the other brands have a controlled tyre in the other classes, like maybe Maxxis in the juniors, because Maxxis is one of the only ones that make a junior tyre. I think V-Rubber too as well. So, maybe they could sponsor that class. Maybe Maxxis could sponsor the Twins or the Clubman or something like that. And the reason I suggest that is so all the brands get a equal opportunity. Obviously, they have to come to a deal where it benefits both parties. And also it makes the riding a more even playing field. So just as the same in Pro 450, everyone would be on the same compound, the same tyre, or even if they let you choose your own compound, but it has to be that tyre, that would be up to you. Yeah, I think it could add to it, and obviously it gets more industry involved in our sport, which is always a good thing, and hopefully just keeps growing from there. So anyway, on to August 23 and 24. Is round 3 and 4, and they are going to be at Aubrey, New South Wales. So I'm assuming the Speedway track and then the TT track, which is, I think there was a little teaser on their page the other day, on their
How
Facebook
big is their
page.
Speedway track?
What I said it on the pod, I think it was 360, I think, or something like that.
You're gonna have 18 riders on a 360-meter long track.
I can't comment on that because I'm not sure what they will run.
I just thought they're going to run the typical dirt track with that obviously the way they run it, and then they just run the same thing with the TT.
Oh, look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll run but maybe they will run the kidney bean dirt track.
Yeah.
But all the other
Only
rounds
because 360 meters seems really small for that. Like, how big is Gunnedar's oval track?
I'm not sure. These are some things we'll have to look up, actually.
Yeah. No, it's just interesting to see the way they do it. Just them, if they're going to run on the Speedway track, that's insanely tight.
There's plenty of room on there. Yeah, it's a good trick.
Is there?
Yeah, there's plenty of room on there. I'd be happy to go with 16 bucks.
All right.
Yeah,
No.
it would definitely be a spectacle for the spectators. It'd be a full track, but once you get a couple laps in, it would all spread out. We only had 8 riders on there. Yeah, 8 riders, sometimes 9 if someone was in the wrong class, wrong heat. But which wasn't just me, by the way. Yeah, no, it's fine. I think it'd be fine, but I'm sure they'll the officials will all work that out.
I've only just seen footage of the Speedway and whatnot, and it looks like there's 4 Speedway bikes. It looks like
it's no smaller than it's no smaller than Brisbane, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is, but
how big's Brisbane?
I
don't know. Well, I've raced it, but it does it. It's a lot big. It's double the distance of their Speedway track.
Right.
Oh, actually, no. Actually, their Speedway track uses their bottom corner at Brisbane. I don't know. It's got to be interesting.
Yeah. That'll be interesting. So, oh, that's right. Yeah, my printer did something weird, and it was trying. I'm sorry, Griffith, but I don't know why. But my printer tried to rule you out as well. But I don't want that at all because it's an awesome track. So on October 11th, 2025, it's only the one round at Griffith, I believe.
And that's
which is the Saturday.
Is that the Saturday night, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, awesome. That's going to be awesome.
So that'd be good. Yeah, so like I said, we will do a more intense rundown on the AFTN. Obviously, we are Australia's flat track podcast, so we are going to get all the information you need. It's just hasn't happened just yet.
And hopefully none you don't.
Things
So
will be.
If I keep my mouth shut, we'll probably have some accurate information for you.
Me too. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. We're just got to give Dave a bit more time. They're still sorting stuff out.
Yeah.
Of course, as you would be. So yeah, well, it is gonna be awesome, Griffith. It's an awesome track. I enjoyed riding there. Hopefully, when I get to ride there next, I'll be a little bit more with it. And then the final two rounds, which I believe we will have some American riders there again, and homegrown talent all will be there at Gunnedah, New South Wales on the oil. So,
Yep.
when you look at that, we've got. Wow, I'm assuming because we've got no official release on Maryborough. We're assuming that it's so granite. You think
Yeah.
is it?
No. They're pretty sure they've changed the surface. They've as far as I could see, they've done a hell of a lot of work there, and hats off to the whole crew to set everything up there and get that track back on back racing again. I've heard stories. Dad's told me about days he's raced there on the sidecar, and I think they've got the wide bay titles they used to run up there, and
Right.
nothing but good from that track as well. So pretty keen to get up there. Just a few things people are saying is a bit concerning with a housing development or something coming up close by, and the track not being licensed and things like that. But I'm sure that the members and the crew wouldn't put that much work in if there was going to be too many hesitations of getting it up and running. But it seems like it's going to be an awesome track. It's not that far further north in Brisbane. I think it's an hour and a half, 2 hours or something further north.
Yeah.
So
it's not too bad.
my plans is to be there. I'll be sort of supporting the Davies Motorcycles crew again, and Nick Girdler. I'll be his little pick man once again, which I'm happy to announce that he wants me to be in his corner for this series. So I'm pretty excited to get into that, and
Awesome.
I can't. I can't wait. I'm literally itching. The only thing I am a little bit disappointed in, they're not running it at Appen. I kind of like the fact of having sort of like a home sort of round, but just for them expanding and going to where they're going, and spreading the series around. I'm sure they'll go to plenty more tracks, and hopefully they can find a solid series where it flourishes, and maybe change around here or there just to every now and then just to spin it up a bit. But it looks like the series is growing even bigger than it was last year, and I can't wait to see the competitors and catch the action straight off the fence.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know the story of why, if there even is a story of why we're not going to happen. I know Dave didn't want to expand too fast, so maybe he just is giving another track a go, and we'll go back to Appen, like add in an 8th and 9th round eventually or something.
Well, I'm sure if one of the other rounds get rained out, or if something happens and it doesn't run, I'm sure Greg would be more than accommodating to whip the track into shape and be able to get everyone's racing in or whatnot. But like I said,
I have been contacted, and some riders said they didn't like Appen that much, and become one like, well, guys, that's just flat track racing. It's going to happen all over the joint. We've got to race different tracks, and you've got to adapt on the day and just race your ass off and get around someone and force a mistake, change your tactics, change your riding style. So
having the same track every single round you go to, like, obviously there's going to be different surfaces, but the thing is, like, if you're using AFTN as a stepping stone to go race in America, I'm sure as hell, man, you go to those car clay tracks, there's only one line. And like, you looked at the Winter Throwdown, if you ever watched that, and I'm trying to think, that was at Pensacola, I'm pretty sure it was. That was all one line too. Like, if you ever shot the line, someone was there ready to take it. So it's not uncommon to get tracks like that around the world. So if it's only one track that you don't like, you know what I mean? It's only the one track. But if you're good at that, that could be be all or end all.
Yeah, so I'll be interested to see what the surface comes up like at Maryborough. I do know a couple of people that have had a bit to do it, so I might contact them. Aubrey, as we know, is sand granite. How they prep it, I have no idea. If they're going to prep it like a speedway track, or if they're going to dirt track prep it. I'm actually hoping that they dirt track prep it, make a deep track for the series. I think that would be really good. And Griffith, well, that's loose oil, so no doubt it will start loose. How it ends, who knows? It will depend on weather. Same with all these tracks. It will depend on weather. When are we at Albury? August, so it will be cooler. So that should stay. If they do decide to prep it a little bit deeper, that should stay pretty moist and deep, which I think would be really good.
Quickly, do you know at Griffith if they're just going to run? So they're going to run the dirt track and the TT in one day, correct?
That's the rumours. I've got the same
Okay.
information as you. So
So if
I
that,
like I
so if
said,
that,
I
if
haven't
that's the
spoken to.
if that's the case, all they're going to do is move a set of cones to guide the riders around to the TT, because the TT is pretty much, if you haven't seen it, it is exactly where the dirt track is. But when you go around to the left to the right hander, you turn further left again and go into it more on the infield to go over the jump to
Okay.
back around. So
Yeah.
there's not an oval at Griffith either. I think
No.
if it was an oval, I'd have to run through the start straight if you've never been there. But
Mm.
I'm sure if you look at their website, you'll be able to see how or the Facebook page, how the track's laid out.
That's a good
But
point, actually. Yeah.
it is a fast track. It is it does benefit smooth riders. So me going out there, the Twilight meeting, not ridden a 450 in a year and thinking, yeah, man, it's going to be like Nepean. Nah, it didn't go down that way. It's yeah, I looked like literally a newborn horse. I had arms, legs, and everything going everywhere. The only success we had was the sidecar, because Matt is an absolute fire rocket and he wasn't losing to anybody and didn't care what he did to anyone in the pro. No, he didn't. He just put my ass into the dirt a couple of times just to get a little tight. But yeah, it's like I said,
Actually,
it's an awesome track.
you actually just sparked a memory to me with regarding Albury. They actually do have an oval track, a larger oval track rather than that speedway. I know it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not licensed at the moment, so maybe they're working on that as well. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So that would be
So
interesting. So that's
does that
like
cut
a
out the kidney bean?
correct. That
I always
cuts.
wondered that. I always wondered
You,
that.
you've probably used, if you've ever raced there, you've probably used it as an exit chute. So they sort
No,
of,
the
so
exit
after
chute
the finish,
you turn into the infield after turn one. Cross the finish line,
yeah.
turn the infield and come back in after everyone's finished and then ride back through.
So you go around, turn one where
I
the
do.
rubber wall is. You go
I do.
around there and then you cut in.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the long track. Pretty sure. Maybe it goes around a little bit more and
Oh,
then
right, okay. Yeah.
cuts across into the kidney. I'm pretty sure. I've never seen it run, so
Yep.
I'm.
Yep.
I've had it explained to me about 4 times, and that's how I
Yeah.
understand it to be.
Well, don't explain it to
Um,
me because you'll need to do another 8.
But yeah, I could have that wrong too. But maybe they're going to do that. That would be interesting. I'd love to see that actually.
Yeah, I can't
Um,
wait. It's going to be great. I
and
was kind of hoping Albury was going to be under lights too, because that's definitely a spectacular there as well. But hey, maybe next.
yeah, and then obviously Canada finishing up on hard oil, which last year,
Yep.
2024, I don't know if I would have called it hard oil, but anyway, it was a different track, and that's our flat track racing for you. They all change up.
Oh,
Or whether
was the surface kind of loose in your eyes? Was it?
Oh yeah, on the oval, on day one,
Yeah.
yeah, it was broken up. Actually, I think I've been doing some work and I've sent off a package to explain to some people what flat track is and put some photos in. You can see it's not your normal Gunnedah like it.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it's all like this in the picture, all lumpy and yeah, pretty broken up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
so
just yeah.
it was a bit rough. So heading over to the United States of America, probably the biggest, definitely the most professional. Well, as far as earning money from racing in flat track, um, is American flat track, the Royal Enfield short track, starting at Daytona on the 6th. It's a double header, so first round's Thursday, March 6th, and then Friday, March 7th. And I believe we're going to have a few Aussies over there this year, not just our normal couple. I know Sam Drain, I don't think he can't go pro yet or anything, but he's definitely racing lots over there. Pretty sure Tom Herrick, if you've seen the raffle going around. It's going to be there. I can't. Matt did tell me
It's all
what
filled.
rounds.
It's all filled now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the raffle is? Yeah,
Yeah, the
excellent.
raffle's filled. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. Matt did tell me what rounds they were doing. I can't remember. We'll see if we can get it from them themselves. That'd be even better. Yeah, so Australia's number one's going to go over there and give it a shot, which I think is fantastic. Great work by Davies Motorcycles, Matt Davies, making that promise and sticking to it. So,
and if anyone does want to donate to Toma to help him over there with everything that he needs, yeah, get in contact with him. He'd be more than appreciative of any help from anybody, especially what Matt's done, being his major sponsor, is yeah, gone head over heels for him as well. But if anyone wants to help him out, yeah, definitely give him a shout out and yeah, and support him. I reckon he'll go over there and yeah, I reckon he'll do well. He's a very, very consistent rider, as we've all seen. And yeah, we'll try and get another Aussie yeah, in the limelight in the States. It'd be awesome to see.
we'll give it a red hot crack and I'll be watching. So
Yes.
I bought
So,
my ticket. So you never know. I might be sitting in the lounge room on my 250 watching.
yeah,
There you go. So
I might be sitting on the 50 or something like that. I'll win the little one.
that'll be my luck. I usually don't win the major prize. I get the booby prizes.
That's right.
Not that the 50's a booby prize, man. Either of them would be
Hey,
awesome.
that's like $3,000. They're not,
Yeah.
or
Oh, it'd be
$4,000,
awesome.
probably even
Yeah.
more than that. I don't know.
And I can ride it inside. So
Yeah.
even better. Saturday, March 29th is Sonora. Even the Americans I know were surprised about how you pronounce it. I think I'm pronouncing it right. So
how did you pronounce it?
Sonora.
How do you spell it?
Senoia.
It's Sonoya.
Sonoya. See? Yeah, we can argue about this another
Yeah,
time.
that's right.
Ventura.
You got the Kiwi accent, so whatever you say is going to be wrong anyway.
That's right. That's right. Whatever I say is right. It's just wrong to everyone else.
Yeah. I just
Saturday,
listen to the commentator when he says it 500,000 times.
and yeah,
Like
he's saying it wrong.
it's not
He's saying
Cedar
it
Lake,
wrong every
it's
time.
Cedar
Sonoya.
Lake.
How did you say it?
Sonoya.
Sonoya. That's what
Like
I said.
Illinois, or how they say Illinois, Sonoya.
Yeah.
Like they say it the same, like it's not spelled the same way,
Sonoya.
but the way it's.
Isn't that how
pronounced.
I'm saying it? I'm saying it the same.
I thought you said Sonora. That's what I was
Oh,
like.
I did. Sonora. That's
No,
what I said.
it's nah. You're throwing a random R in there. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know.
I'm trying, but
Kirsty will
I'm
correct you, I
I'm
reckon.
practicing for the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Z. So that was March 29th on a Saturday. Yeah, you can check all this out on their webpage as well if you want to go. If you're going over to the States and you want to see some racing over there, we're just going through, letting you know where they're having them. I actually don't know where half of these places are. So
Yeah.
I actually have watched them all in previous series, AFT series. But yeah, as far as states and everything. The one that I do know is about 6 hours from Colorado we'll get there shortly is where do they have the big bike rally?
Sturgis.
Sturgis, yeah.
But I don't think I haven't looked up the because I know Tom's racing in the Sturgis TT and they're not doing it.
Is he?
Yeah, they're not doing it at Rapid. I think he's going to one that's Gypsy something. I'd have to look it up on my phone quickly. But the other one was
Pines Park.
I think it was a part of the Sturgis bike rally, but it was what was it? It wasn't Rapid City at Black Hills. It was something else. Hold on. He's racing at Gypsy Pines on the 4th of August.
Yeah.
That's
hey, hold on. You're stealing me menu.
Oh,
Stop.
All right. Sorry. He's racing the Sturgis TT Streets of Downtown Sturgis. So I don't know if that's the
it's in Sturgis. It's the last day of the rally.
Is that the road circuit?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh,
yeah.
So they're doing that again. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't steal Thomas' dates from you.
I believe so. Tell me after we read the rest of it. Ventura, Saturday, April 26th. Fussy bastard.
Yeah, you are. It's all right.
Then May, I think it's the 3rd when I turn the page. Can I see better? Yeah, May the 3rd is Silver Dollar short track. So far, I've neglected to tell you. Sorry, someone's just pulled up.
That's all right. If I look like I'm looking down a fair bit, it's just I'm trying to go back and forwards with a couple of messages.
Yeah, so far, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds are all short tracks. So eventually, on Friday, June 27th, they go to a half mile.
Right. You don't want to
Which is good.
screen share and go on their site and look at these dates?
Oh, mate, I spent like 2 hours
All
printing
right,
all
all
that
right.
shit out last night. I
I'm just
did it,
saying.
actually, I did it for Wade Carter because I wanted to be prepared. He said, sometimes you guys, you don't have notes and you don't, it's like you're winging it. I said, well, Wade, we're fucking winging it all the time. What do you-
Mate, we're winging it that much. I think we've snapped one wing off and we're leaning in one direction. There's
So
no
I thought,
world it's ever both wings.
yeah, I thought I'd take the initiative and I'd print shit out. And look, can you see it? Look,
I
I've actually
can. Oh, look at that. Geez, Wade, what are you doing, man? You turn this podcast into something a little professional.
it's even color.
Wow.
Friday,
I sit here
June
with my hot chocolate
27th,
and
is Lima half. So for all you Aussies, 800 and whatever meters.
yeah,
Lima, you can
Lima.
choose how you say it. I
Yeah.
call it Lima. And then that's the 27th, isn't it? Oh, and 28th. Yeah, so double header. Turning the page, Wade. Then we've got Saturday, June 28th at DeCoin Mile, the first mile track.
Awesome. Absolute awesome venue as well.
Yeah, you've been there.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is.
ridden
And I've
that
ridden
one.
on that track and holy shit.
And then
yeah,
a
excellent.
Monday, we just couldn't race on Monday. It just wouldn't be right, would it? Because the 4th
I'd go
is Jack Pine's Gypsies short
Yep.
track. That's actually
That's Tom's.
right. So that's Sturgis. Yeah, okay, that makes sense because it's during the rally. Yeah, that's why it's a Monday because
Yeah.
everyone's partying, and then on the Tuesday they get to party some more and race some more at Jack Pine's Gypsies short track at Sturgis.
Double header.
Short track road Sturgis it is. So Tom is going to be there, is he?
Yeah, back to back. That one is.
Yep. And then on Sunday, August the 10th.
Hold on.
So
What's the date? What's the date for Maryborough again? Start of
July.
No, so what? June, July, August. End of July?
July 26th and 27th.
Yeah, because I think he said that as soon as he finishes at Maryborough, he's literally getting on the plane going straight there.
Yeah, right. And
Which
then
is sick. That's awesome.
So, and then he will be back unless, even if he does, is he doing Peoria? I know that he wanted to do Peoria.
So do you want me to tell you what he's doing? Or
well, hold on. So there's 3 meetings at the Sturgis rally. So there's the double header at Jack Pine Gypsies, so the 4th and 5th, and then on the 10th, Sunday the 10th, which must be the end of the rally, I'm guessing, being a week later.
It goes for 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, is the Sturgis TT, and that will be streets of downtown Sturgis.
And then what he's doing to say what he's doing after that?
Well, then I'm guessing he's going to Peoria, which is Saturday, August the 16th.
That's correct.
And then he'll get his little ass on the plane. No, right. Well, then August 23 and 24 is Aussie flat track at Albury.
Yeah, so he's got to get back, get unjet lagged, and then get into it.
And then get into the Aussie series and defend his title. So it sort of fits in tightly but nicely for him. If he goes, I'm having way too much fun, and someone says, here's $100,000, join our team and stay, he might be doing Springfield Mile on Saturday, August the 30th. And
well, I'm sure if he didn't want to come back for the AFTN and he had the options, he'd probably stay. I would.
Yeah, and I was about to say before Tom rudely cut in there, I'd be really happy, and I would applaud Tom if he gets that opportunity and he takes it. So we're all hoping, mate, some big opportunities come with your time over there. But if not, we look forward to you coming home and defending your title, even if you don't get an offer like that, but I'm sure you'll get offers to come back to America, go back to America. So Saturday the 30th is Springfield Mile, and then it must be a double header, my notes. Where have I gone? Why have I got out of whack? Oh, yeah. Sunday the 31st. Yeah, it's a double header. Yeah, sorry, because I had double-sided printed and it's confused me. So Springfield's a double header. I think it was last year as well. Hopefully they don't get rain and weather and have to try to combine them or anything. As far as I know, Jared Meads is still a promoter for that one. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure he is. And then to top off the American flat track, is that 18 rounds?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Top it off is back at Lake Ozark short track, which wasn't a bad way to finish it. It was like a play car track. And yeah, it did have multiple lines happening. So yeah, it wasn't a bad end of the year to watch that one. Yeah, so that's Lake Ozark Speedway, 50 Twiggy Lane, Eldon, MO, whatever
Yep.
that is, wherever that is. What's MO?
Massachusetts, I think.
Yeah, right. So you can go on americanflattrack.com if you want to go over and catch any one of those 18. I would, Tom might shout me and we'll go and watch Cheer Tomer on maybe. Well, that would be good.
So, what streaming platform are they doing AFT on? Is it Fans Choice again?
Hey, that's a really good question. I thought they had gone to that new one that they used last year. What's it called?
You know, when I said it's
Uh,
called Peacock,
yeah.
Peacock's the Supercross and Motocross one. That's
Okay,
why
yeah.
I buggled that up. But yeah, I don't know.
I should know what it's called, and I've just had a brain freeze. But I cancelled my fan choice because they still did put it on fan choice, but it came out like 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
So it was really frustrating. So yeah, I cancelled fan choice so that I can hook up with the new one. You're gonna find it before I can remember it.
Well, I was just gonna do it while you were yarning. So
Yeah, okay. So okay, we're getting on the plane and now we're going across to the United Kingdom. So we're going across to Britain for the DTRA, which stands for Dirt Track Riders Association UK Flat Track Nationals.
is it
Now,
called Slow Racing?
that's it. Thank
That's
you. Slow
cool.
racing.
Yep.
Slow racing. If you want to follow the American flat track on their streaming service, I'm not sure how much it is. About $70 Aussie. Yeah, which is about 40 something American. 35, 45, something
Yeah,
like
I
that
think if you
American.
buy the whole season, it worked out to be $7 or something like that. No,
Maybe.
less.
Yeah.
Yes, so $8 or something
Yeah.
around. So if you look at it
Yeah.
that way, that ain't bad.
And look, it's good. It's professional, fantastic coverage. They do have glitches sometimes. I mean, that's dealing with live television, basically. Yeah. So, but yeah, I've always enjoyed watching it. It's usually about 3 hours. So get a couple beers if that's what you like doing, or a really big water bottle with some cordial in it and sit there and spend your Sunday afternoon enjoying racing. That's what I do. And yeah, it was great. So where'd we fly to? We flew to
Flew
the
to England.
DTRA in England, which is the Dirt Track Riders Association UK Flat Track Nationals, which has been going uh, quite a few years now and is going really good. They've had international stars go over there. Davis Fisher was racing there last year. Scotty
JD
Dubler
Beach
was
went there too, didn't
announcing.
he?
Sorry.
I think JD Beach went there as well, didn't he?
JD Beach has been there. Slide School has been there. What's his Royal Enfield? What's his name?
Oh, Johnny Lewis.
Johnny Lewis. Yeah, they've had quite a few there. Junior.
We know Corey Texter hasn't been there because he's shit scared of flying. So unless
Yeah,
he's
Corey.
yes.
Corey hasn't got the flying legs. Uh,
poor bastard.
His wings aren't strong enough.
That's it.
Fucking hell. Junior, I can't think of.
Sorry, people. It's my first podcast back for the year, so
Yeah, no, I don't know. I just ate a whole lot of chocolate and now I've got brain freeze. That doesn't normally do that. Normally I go hyper.
You got brain
Um,
freeze from eating chocolate. How cold was the bloody chocolate?
no, it's just like I can't think now.
Oh,
So,
brain fog.
yeah, brain fog. Yeah.
Freeze.
Right. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stop trying to stop trying to think of people that I can't remember their names.
Oh,
But yeah, quite a few. Let's say quite a few Americans have gone over there and raced. The Netherlands guys go over there and race. I was actually watching Greenfield Oval the other day, and it's actually a cracker because Scotty Doodler's announcing with Angels of Dirt there as well, and a bit of an American crew with the English guys, a few Spanish people, all sorts, a bit of a melting pot, Dutch guys. And yeah, the mic was getting muted on and off, and you could hear, sometimes they wouldn't mute it, and you could hear Scott, they didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was bloody hilarious. It's really good. Like, obviously the printouts, like they had some late sign-ons and that, and he did an amazing job just dealing with it, and yeah, that's the whole profession. It was actually really, I liked that they didn't try to edit that stuff out. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go. The 25 season is hotting up, and we're still working on some more dates. But here's the schedule so far. Flat Track National Championships will take place over just 7 rounds in 2025, with scores from all rounds to count. Hooligans will race 5 rounds, missing the half-mile rounds. I'm not sure why they chose to do that. Maybe it's the size of the bikes or something. I'm not sure. So April 26, round 1 is National Championship at Oval at Workington Speedway. April 27th is round 2. Oval at Workington Speedway. So that's a double header, obviously. May 17th is Greenfield Dirt Track. May 18th is at Greenfield Dirt Track. So another double header. So yeah, it's interesting to see a lot of countries deciding to do the double headers. They are popular. It is good for races that are travelling a long way. May 18th is at Greenfield Dirt Track. Then May 31st, this one surprised me a little bit, is actually open practice, and it's a half mile, so a trotting track at a Man Valley trotting track. So yeah, I thought that was interesting, and I was thinking, oh, why are they throwing that in there? And you'll find out very shortly. I am actually over there on that date, and was thinking I'll be 5 hours away from there, so it's a little bit of a drive to go and watch a practice, but it could be a chance to meet some of them. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do that or not yet. July 5th and 6th is round 5 of the national champs. Why does it say 5? 5th and 6th. July 5th and 6th is, how can that be one round? Anyway, that's at Melroy Park. Then August 30th, round 6 is half mile at a Man Valley trotting track. So I'm not sure if that's the first time they've been there. I do watch a lot of the DTRA on YouTube. Yeah, so I'm not sure if that's the first time they've been to that trotting track. And then round 7 is a half mile at the trotting track. So that's a double header too. That's August 31st. Sorry, I should put my reading glasses on. That might help things a bit. Hold on, I know you're not going to know. You're not going to recognise me now. Totally different dude. Oh, that's a lot better. I can see clearly.
Have they got a variation of half miles and speedway tracks? And
yeah, correct.
That's the half mile, is it? The trotting track or mile?
That's a half mile. Yeah, I don't think they have any miles. And then for their last two is 20 and 21st of September, and that's back at Greenfield Dirt Track. Now, it's interesting because they haven't said any TTs in there, and they've done a TT. Oh, sorry, yes, there is a TT, sorry, TT at Greenfield. So one of the Greenfield is a TT on May the 18th. Yeah, May the 17th is the Oval at Greenfield. It's very, very little writing, so I missed that. Yeah, so you've got one TT, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ovals, 8 if you include the half mile.
Sorry, I ducked away for a quick second there. So do they race at the Kings Lynn track like they do in the FIM?
Kings Lynn is not on there, so I'll just go through the names again for you. Workington Speedway, Greenfield Dirt Track again for TT, a Man Valley Trotting Track, at Melroy Park. Melroy Park. I don't know what I'm saying. Melroy Park. And then back at Greenfield. So there's only about 4 venues there.
Yeah, right. Okay. I wonder if they're all relatively close or
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was saying, so I'm actually going to be over there when they on the practice day. Is it a double header? I think it is.
Oh, you'll be there then, will you?
Yeah, May 31st and the 1st of June is open practice at the Oval at the half mile at a Man Valley trotting track. I'll be 5.5 hours away from there.
Yeah, that's all right. So you're going to get down there, are you? Or
I'd like to, but I'm not sure if I'll get all of it, to be honest. So I'll be at my father-in-law's in Yorkshire.
Yep.
So we will be there for a few days before that. I'll have to see how much of a good boy I've been, and if I can just
Yeah.
hop
So
in the
not at all.
rental car and go and have a look. Yeah, so probably not.
Well, I just
Probably
quickly
not.
looked at the FIM calendar, and yeah, England. There's no round in England at all.
Hey, stop cheating. We've got the FIM coming up.
I'm not. I'm just throwing it.
Look, I've got
Wait.
you're
It's throwing
gonna
paper.
you're wasting paper. If you jump ahead, you're wasting my paper. I
Oh,
do love if you go on www.com, yeah, if we take our backgrounds off, you can see better. The Dutch flat track.
it looks all right.
They've got some great graphics. I do
Yeah,
love it. So they've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds as well. 3 double headers. So April 19th and 20th. There actually is a practice 15th and 16th of March at Leostad. And then the racing is in April at Leostad, 19th and 20th. If you're in that area, go and check it out. June 7, I'm absolutely buzzing for this one at Nautilus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, if it's Nautilus, Nautilus. I'm going to learn Nautilus. I'm actually going to be competing in that one. So, yeah, really, really stoked about that. And thanks to the guys, the team at Dutch Flat Track Up. Apparently, I'm already registered. I'm not sure. I asked if I could use the Royal Enfield because I'd love to try the 450. So, hopefully, that happens. But really, honestly, I don't care what bike I'm on. I just want to be part of it and get
this
to
is going
see
to be
them all.
awesome that you're going to be there and do it.
Oh, I meet them in person. I've spoken to them twice on the pod, and yeah, and one side of my family is Dutch, so my opa and oma grew up in Holland, so yeah, I've always wanted to go. So finally doing it, and yeah, and then so they were trying to convince me to. Well, not trying. They just said if you can, uh, June 28th and 29th, which is a week or so later at Roden. So yeah, but I can't stay that long, unfortunately. But yeah, so that one is June 28th, 29th at Roden, and then September 6 and 7 at Bludgum. I think
So
you
you're
pronounce it.
not missing any rounds of the AFTN?
If I miss any rounds, it will be Maryborough.
Yeah, okay. Yep. So you'll be in the country though. It's just if you go to Maryborough or not.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. Yeah, I think
Um,
that's the only one. If I miss any, the only one's going to be it'll be Maryborough.
yeah, unfortunately, and it's just um I'm trying to have my cake and eat it, basically. So I said to Tom when we're off here, I've got 2 overseas trips this year, which is really naughty, but I'm glad we're doing them. And so we're going to Vietnam soon, and then going over to see family and my daughter in UK, and then skipping across. It just worked out beautifully that I was able to skip across, go to Netherlands.
Yep.
It's has added to the expense quite a bit, but hey, who gives a shit? You only live once. Life's about experiences, so let's get into it. So
That's it.
that's what I'm doing. And then I was skimming through New Zealand flat track last night, and I remembered seeing this a couple of weeks ago. And the Auto Cycle Union, which is in the UK as well, which is I don't know if the DTR run under it or if they must run under something else because they now have competition. So the ACU, I'll just read it out quickly. The ACU launches the Flat Track British Championship 2025. The ACU is thrilled to announce the new Flat Track British Championship set to take place in 25 over 5 rounds at 4 top British Speedway tracks. This marks a historical moment as the first ever ACU British Championship for flat track. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how well it's going to be received. I don't know. I've actually reached out to the DTRA before I saw this, and we are going to have them on. I just need to organise it. With the time difference, it's a little bit tricky, but we'll get it done like we have with the other countries. Yeah, but these guys are going round 1, Suncorp, Eddie Wright Raceway, March 30th. Round 2, Kings Lynn, what you were asking about, May 3 to 4. So it could be which organisation or what controlling body you're with to where you
So
can
obviously,
race
the
maybe.
ACU and DTRA are two different organisations.
Well, that's what we'll find out, hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm assuming so. So
Okay.
I think DTRA are a promoter.
Right.
Yeah, but who they actually race under, I'm not 100% sure. So round 3 and 4 is Workington, which actually the DTR are going to be there June 28 and 29th. When was their one at Workington? That was their first openers, wasn't it? Flat track. April. Yeah, April 26th and 27th. So, yeah, if I imagine they'll have riders from the DTRA riding in the ACU as well, so they would have had a practice already.
I've got a geographical question for you. I don't know how knowledgeable you are of it. What's the difference between United Kingdom, England, and Britain?
No idea.
Because you've got 3 different names of the same place, and it's kind of like, well,
Yeah.
what's what and how and why? I think United Kingdom's everything, but yeah, just wondered why it's called 2 different things.
Look, someone's probably going to kill me, but I think doesn't Scotland and Ireland and all that come into the mix with the United Kingdom? I know there's been.
I'm not going to get shot. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'll get shot. Yeah, I am naive
jump on the
to it.
Facebook page and let us know.
I'm actually married to a Scottish person, and yeah, she'd be throwing things at me for sure. But I know that bombs went off, and they're always fighting the British government and everything. So,
okay.
Right back from you watch Braveheart, painting your face blue, yelling freedom, all that sort of shit. There's lots of history there. Yeah, so we're not a political podcast, for fuck's sake. Anyway, so Workington was around 3 and 4, June 28, 29, final round at Leicester, I think it is, August 16th.
How is it spelled?
What is this? Grammar? LMB? Leicester.
Leicester.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Pronounced Leicester.
Yeah. So now it gets really good. Actually, I should get you to read this out. I spent about half an hour last night. So I thought, oh shit, I haven't mentioned the FIM. That's another one. So how many series have we already talked about? Holy shit. So a few of them now in Europe, which is great. That's really good that it's taken off over there. Obviously, 2 in the UK, 1 in the Netherlands, slips into you got Germany in there, and then we've got FIM that goes Italy, Germany, Croatia, Germany, Hungary, and Czech Republic. Now, I would love to try and read those names out for you, but Tom's going to ask you how to spell everyone. That's the 25 calendar.
I've got the FIM rounds here now. Do you want me to give it a crack?
Yeah, so Italy is Terenzano, that's what I said.
Terenzano.
Germany is
Mason.
Yeah. Croatia, Donjai Karaljevic.
I think it's like Donny. It's like Kralovic.
I don't know.
The J's silent. It's like Kralovic.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And then, yeah, sure. Yeah, go on.
And then Germany is a lot of S's and E's. With an L on the end. What is it?
Yeah.
Cecil.
Cecil.
You sure? You're saying it with confidence.
It could be like it could be Skisel, but yeah.
Hungry is Facade.
Yeah, Facade. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be. Unless they don't pronounce the A, and then it's
that's fucked.
That might be written in English, but I've been looking at a bit of Dutch. And the alphabet's the same, but they don't pronounce them the same. So, and then Czech Republic is Pardubis.
No, it's Pardubai.
The ice, but it's ice. ICE.
Yeah, but I don't think they pronounce it like that. It's Pardubai. You know what? I probably could be completely fucking wrong with every one of them.
Dub ice.
Pardubai, yeah.
Anyway,
Czech
Republic.
So it's Pardubai ice.
And I'm sure the racing will be fantastic, and that's what we're talking about.
Pronunciations are ruined.
So round 1, Italy. Round 2, Germany. Round 3, Croatia. Thank you. Round 4, Germany. Round 5, Hungary. And round 7, Czech Republic. My good mate, Dennis, that I mountain bike with, is from the Czech Republic, and he's a doozy. He's a great guy.
That would be, I reckon that'd be unreal to go follow that series, even just to go and watch it. I'd like to see what the atmosphere is like. Like, the American flag is obviously insane the way they do the opening ceremonies and whatnot, but it'd be pretty interesting to see how the World Championship, they call it, how that's promoted and pushed out there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. It's like researching Vietnam. They say travel from the north to south, because if you do it the other way, you would be bitterly disappointed because the north's more beautiful.
Oh, right, okay.
No, did I get that right? Something like that. We'll go
I've
with
never
that.
planned to go to Vietnam, so
But anyway, I imagine, yeah, you could run the danger of that. Like if you go into the world thinking it's more impressive and it's not, or
yeah.
go to America first and then leave the world to last, and it might fall a bit flat. I
Yeah,
don't
go
know,
what?
but
Yeah, how is this the world championship when
it's
it's
a bit. It's a good question. It would be interesting to if anyone's done it. I mean, Sammy Halbert, give us a bow and let us know what you reckon. And he's been to both. Same with Jared Brooks. He's been to America and the FIM. So either of you two blokes, if you're listening, yeah, let us know what you reckon. Come on and tell us even better. We haven't heard from you for a bit, Jared, so that'd be great. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really disappointed actually that I wasn't super lucky and that the DTRA was actually having a race meeting. Even if that was if it was a race meeting 5 hours away, I'd be there. The practice day, it's a little bit harder to justify. Just the fuel and all that sort of stuff. Because yeah, I'm not a very, very rich man. I'm just extremely lucky. I've figured out how to make shit happen. So,
no, you haven't, because I'm not going with you. So
yeah, I'm selfishly figured out how to make it happen for myself.
yeah,
Uh, on this one, but you're coming next time, Tom. You're gonna shout me to America so we can go and watch Tomo. So
no,
that'd be good.
100%.
Right. So yeah, Corey Text, you would have heard he's doing an amateur series this year, 2025. Winter Throwdown was the first one. I think that's how it's working. I'm pretty sure. So Mission Foods flat track series. So if it's those series standings there, so this will let us know 100%, won't it?
Yeah.
Point standings update after Winter Throwdown. So it hasn't been updated. But that's all right. So Winter Throwdown was the first round. Next one will be a Buckeye National.
If you go back, it had a list of everything then.
Where?
Go back twice. Before you clicked on the flat track standings. So go back to your look at me trying to press it with my finger. No, go up to your next to your URL where it goes back. Left, or even home. Yeah, go to home.
Yeah, I had them on the side there.
Throw down, yeah, and then Buckeye Nationals.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the dates. That's why I was going
sorry,
to each
yeah,
one.
it does not. My bad.
You
When you write them down, so Wade didn't get upset with you.
I started writing them down. I've got Buckeye National.
Bring him, Wade. Give it to him.
On a bit of paper, and that's May 16th and 17th. Look, I haven't even had to scroll down to know that. How good is that? Love the graphics as well. Graphics, actually, visiting all these websites is worth it, guys. To check out the graphics and the artwork that goes in. I don't know who does it for them. Someone very talented does it for them, though. And also, you can check out all the sponsors that are involved. So you've got
if you really want, there's an entry form.
even better, yeah, if you want to get involved and go and race over there. So you got Mission Food, Tom Duma, Jewelry, who makes all the rings and that for AFT. So the Nationals over there. I can't, even with my glasses, I can't see it. Spectro.
Limited, Motion Pro, Dunlop, Fairway Ford, India Motorcycles, Yamaha, AMA, Roo Systems in Dallas, Texas, Corey Texter Promotions, and Spectro.
What's it say under Spectro? That's what I was trying to read.
Yeah, mate, I haven't got
Performance something, I think it is. Performance Elite, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's really cool graphic. Yeah. And then
I like the next one. Yeah, read this one out. This is sick.
Go to the H National. Read into that. Cool. Look at the picture. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Go back up a bit. What is it called? Harpster. O to the H Nationals. Flat track. Harpster, Ohio motorcycle race. June
13th of June. 13th and 14th of June. We're both trying to talk into that. It looks like all the same sponsors behind it. No new ones on that one.
TDFJ.com, I think, is a new one there that's on that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, TDFJ.com. Great to see that AMA are getting behind them as well. Corey, if you listen to the Tank Slap pod, has said that they are talking quite a bit, which is great, and a bit of a new relationship. forming there. So that's awesome. They obviously love what he's doing. And actually listening a bit. So you're a classic race.
Peoria.
Classic. Flat
So
track motorcycle racing, Peoria Speedway. Now that's representing the kids, which is lovely. July 18th and 19th, 2025. That's a pretty cool graphic too. I think
that's not the TT then.
no, it'll be interesting. I don't know if it's the TT or if it's I'm not sure. Corey, let us know. I'm not sure about that. Or Eric, if you're listening, let us know.
Yeah.
Eric Hartley, Corey's
Scroll up a bit more.
better half.
Scroll back up.
Yeah, lovely.
Oh, yeah, this is Peoria Speedway. So yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it is an oval because Peoria TT. If it's at the TT track, they say TT.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So this looks like it would have been. Can you see my arrow going round and round?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this might have been a picture, and they've used some software to animate it. So,
Right,
which
okay,
is
yeah.
which is still cool. I mean, yeah, it's still cool because I've got one that
I dare say that the rider in blue there is Little Cruz.
could be too.
And
Yeah.
actually, I remember watching the footage of Winner Throwdown. The rider on the left with the red helmet. See how he's got that armor that looks like there's a few things hanging off the back of it?
Straps hanging off.
Yeah. Well, I think there was a kid wearing armor had like spikes, like rubber spikes off the back of it, sort of thing. Looked like
right.
like an armor shell. Well, don't get away. I might be talking out of school, but yeah, that's sort of kind of reminded me of.
That's if you look there, that's definitely straps.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that tighten up the side. It looks like it was too big for him, and they've gone as full extension.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
But so that's good software though. Mine's not quite as good as that.
Yeah, that's sick.
Unless
Whoever
they've
their
enhanced.
artist is to do that, that's awesome.
Yeah, they've enhanced it a bit. And then Kakalaki, is that right? Kakalaki Classic Race? Kakalaki.
Kakalaki Classic
Oh,
Race.
yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah,
Oh, look at that. That image is awesome. See,
Mid Carolina
that was like me at Griffith, but out of control.
Yeah, come on. You haven't got that much style.
No, that's what I mean. It was out of control. It was just balls up, legs out, lights out.
So you got, was Yamaha on there before as a sponsor? Yep. They were, weren't they?
Yeah, that Corey. I think they're one of his main podcast sponsors too.
No, yeah, they are. Yeah, no extra ones in there. Awesome graphics. So that's Kakalaki.
Go back down. So that's
South Carolina.
19th, 20th at Nice, South Carolina.
Yeah, sorry guys, I probably didn't say the date. I'm getting all carried away.
Carolina Speedway. That's probably near where my brother-in-law's from. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah, right. And then the last one's at Contact. Even I figured that it's not right.
So what's that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6 rounds.
Well, we could contact them. What should we say?
It's all you, bud.
Have a question?
Yeah, requested. I think you're better off putting on their podcast, Facebook podcast page.
Yeah, do you flat track race? Yeah, I think you tell me to get fat.
Why do you like guys go sideways? Do you not know how to ride?
Do you have brakes? I don't think you'd like that at all. All right, so we've been around the world. We haven't been to Japan. I actually did a bit of a search and couldn't find much on Japan. I don't know if anyone is listening from our 21 countries that do tune into the pod. Let us know if there's stuff going on in Japan. Let us know. Of course, we've mentioned it plenty of times and no one ever reaches out, but you never know. Miracles happen. Sometimes you do. Well, actually, we've had a few people reach out, so that's a lie. But yeah, message us. Let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods. More than happy to have a chat to you as well. I've been mentioning New Zealand a bit because I was checking it out. The Canterbury Champ stuff. Check that out. Blake Gillard. Yeah, doing an absolute clinic. So have a look, check that out. There was a bit of Bert Munro stuff on there as well. We're actually having a guest very soon. What day was it? Monday. Hopefully we're catching up with him, Jim Jobling, who's actually Tom's old sidecar outfit other half. So he went and did the Bert Munro and raced on the beach and raced in flat track and had an absolute ball. So we're going to get a bit of insight from Jim, who also does the Send It podcast, I believe. So we'll talk to him more about that stuff and see how he went and yeah, if he recommends it, which I reckon would be a hell yeah. But we'll find out. So looking forward to that one. And I know he got to meet a lot of the guys. I'm pretty sure he borrowed Drakey Drake's DR 400, which I don't know if it's actually 400, but it goes pretty good on the flat track, which I was surprised about. But yeah, so I know he borrowed that, and he borrowed a Honda too, didn't he? Do you know much about it?
I think he did the beach race on
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 someone's,
yeah.
yeah. So it'll be interesting to hear about that. I've done that event myself, as you most of you would know. Was meant to go once, went 3 times. That's how much fun it is. And I imagine, well, I'm already thinking about living in the Netherlands. I've just been looking around, and yeah, it looks beautiful. So, and you can ride bicycles everywhere. So I'm in. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, so I think I've covered everything. Yeah, thanks, Wade, for mentioning about us with notes, because it is actually making me structure things a little bit more. It's something that have been working towards. And of course, all our partners that have come on board again this year, Euroka Fencing, Classic Wheels and Spokes, Otway Hydro Blasting, MX Inc. Fantastic. Thanks so much. 193 Racing coming on, helping us out. This is actually you getting bonuses here, because this isn't part of your package, but I thought I'll throw it in because I really do appreciate you all coming on. I don't think I missed anyone else. Obviously, Clava Flat Track Products, which is myself. I know it's a bit weird saying it, but yeah, we want this to keep growing the sport. As you guys know, subscribe, share it with your friends, introduce them. Got some real exciting stuff coming. You'll see me posting a little bit about the RSA. Oh, that's who I missed, the RSA Rider Sport
Oh,
Australia
yeah.
is also a partner now as well. And we're actually an affiliate. So if you use the link that I share to join up to the RSA, if you do decide to join up, whether as a member or a club, the podcast actually gets a percentage of that. So we'd appreciate if you used our link. If you don't, that's fine too. But yeah, we would really appreciate it. And then we can put it towards doing some really cool events, because I am actually one of the big parts of news is I have a new business partner, and we're going to be doing some flat track promoting. It's still quite a long way off everything being sorted out, as you imagine. Um, we're not rushing it because we want to get it right as well. The events will be through the RSA. So uh, some of you I've seen, and I don't respond to them because I don't really give a shit, and I don't really want to get into it on social media, because your opinion's your opinion, and I'm not going to try to change it. RSA was AMA. Yeah, it fell over because they lost their insurance and that, but the dude's having another crack and not giving up. And I don't think it should be a monopoly by one organisation. That's my thoughts. It's always been my thoughts. You would have heard me say it before RSA came back, on other pods as well. So I've sort of decided to jump on board. Um, and yeah, there'll be more about my position in the RSA, as well as being a promoter with them. And yeah, really looking forward to bringing motorcycle racing to different, and it will be competitive and non-competitive. They also RSA is not just a controlling body like MA. It's quite different. It's a bit broader, so it's actually also for non-powered vehicles as well. So if you like a mountain biking club that needs insurance, or a BMX racing club, cycling club, billy cart racing, um, yeah, you can actually get insurance, so public liability insurance, and then so like you'll see with the Ride Park Australia days, you need to pay for your $15 for the personal insurance. So that will be like, I don't know what their packages are, but it might be like $30,000 loss of life, or $15,000 permanent disability, or whatever. It costs you $15. That's what you've got to pay to have that cover while you're doing that event, a Ride Park Australia Day through EMA. So that's what that's all about. RSA is going to be similar. You pay your membership, which will be $90 a year for a rider, which is it's actually $30 more than it used to be. But obviously things have changed. Time goes on, inflation, we all know about that. So $90 is still far cry from what you pay with MA. And I'm not trying to dish MA or anything. MA, I'll still be racing with MA. I'll still be affiliated with clubs if I'm allowed to be. I don't get kicked out. And because I don't care, as long as we've got racing going on, it's safe for everyone, spectators and riders. I don't care who's doing it. Is look, yeah, main reason I've gone with RSA is I like the structure. So if Tom was to create a club, Tom gets 4 or 5 people together and say, well, you work with me to build this club. This is the way I want it to run. This is the structure. He cannot be voted out. So no one can come along and say, oh, I don't like Tom. He's an asshole and blah, blah, blah. Let's vote him out and
Even when they do say it.
yeah, even though they do say that, get 6 mates together, be a member for 6 months to a year, whatever that rule is, stop that happening and then vote them out. So you can't do that. So I like that. I also like, the cheaper rates. I think is a good thing, encourages people. It is very grassroots, but I know there is vision. I can't go into too much because some of it's still confidential, but I know there's visions to expanding that. But there is competition license, so you can race, and there's also non-competition. And they're very much about side-by-sides, four-wheelers. So do you call them ATVs? Yeah, ATVs, racing style.
Yep.
And then all other two-wheeled, so solos, long track, flat track, and dirt track. Yeah. So once I get the go ahead, I will talk quite freely about what my role is going to be within the organisation as well. But yeah, really stoked to be um, partnering up with my business partner as a promoter. I'm not going to say. I will give you a clue. It is a lady, but I'm not going to say her name until we're all signed up and everything's all official either. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. Heaps of work to be done, and we're just sort of getting into it. And that's why I haven't been posting real hard on the business pages and socials and that either, because I'm doing other stuff. Focus. The business is going well. I thank everyone that has supported it. We have had I've had a couple of people ring up and say, oh, you said, the junior wheel sets are coming in 2024. I've got a really good problem. Every time I make an order, they don't hit the shelf. So they come in and someone goes, oh, have you got these? And because I'm only ordering a low quantity as well. Yeah, they're being sold before they're hitting the shelf. But this next one, hopefully, they're going to actually land. So, yeah, really appreciate it. And people building up wheels and buying rims and the fork protectors, the neoprene ones we've got, they work really well. I tested them out again. At Aubrey, they work really well. Grab yourself a set of those. They're a good, affordable present for someone as well and keeps your forks looking Mickey Mouse. So that's probably about all the self-promoting I'll do. But like I said, yeah, subscribe, flick that like button, flick the flog the I forgot at the same time. Flog the like button and yeah, keep it sideways, guys. Go flat tracker. Oh, do you have anything to say, Tom?
No, I think you've just wrapped it all up pretty much. I was going to ask you when your first race is this year, but it's all good, mate.
I've had it.
Well, your next one, then. Your next one.
I'm going to have it.
Don't worry, the people have already flogged that like button. All right, have a good night.
Good on you guys. Keep it sideways. Go flat tracker.
Go flat tracker. Go flat tracker. Go, go, go.